Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you got something fun planned for the weekend. Welcome to the show. Basically, I literally just got back home from my cruise on Grandeur of the Seas, and it's a pretty wet morning this morning. Rain, as soon as we pulled in, all the way till I got to the house. But no worries. Didn't dampen my spirits any at all. It was a great 4 days on the Grandeur of the Seas. Enjoyed my time. It's an older ship, and it's one of the smaller ones for sure. Doesn't have all the bells and whistles that a lot of the newer, bigger Royal Caribbean ships have. It doesn't have flow rider. Doesn't have the iFly, doesn't even have any water slides. But I think the only thing it had was, it had a rock climbing wall. But I enjoyed it. It was easy to get around. Being that it is a smaller ship. The great thing about that is everything is in close proximity, and even if you can't catch an elevator, well, you can take the stairs, and it's not overly taxing on you. But yeah, it was a great time. It got off to a shaky start on embarkation day. There was kind of a mix up with my cabin. I had booked an interior cabin when I first booked it, and literally the day before we sailed, they sent out a royal upbid offer, that morning. And so, I made a bid. It was a little bit over the minimum bid, and I didn't think it would get accepted, but it did, So they upgraded me, and I thought everything was good to go. The change was reflected on the website and in the app, and I printed out a paper copy. But when I showed up at the port, somehow they still had me listed in the old cabin, and that kind of caused some confusion, some snafus. I had to show them the paper copy at guest services so they could find it. But they updated the system. She printed out a new CPass card for me. But, when I got down to the room, somebody was already in there. Their luggage was there, everything. So I had to go back to guest services, and it was just kind of seemed like it was a constant thing that afternoon of me, traveling back and forth between guest services and my room. I had to find my luggage. I didn't get my excursion tickets because they probably delivered them to the old room. But once we got past that, and once the cruise actually started, everything was good to go. And another interesting thing that kind of happened was we were supposed to leave at 3 on embarkation day, but because the Breeze was in port with us, and we were supposed to go first, and then the Breeze, but then I'm not sure what the delay was. I think I heard some people talking about some sort of Coast Guard inspection that was going on, and so the Breeze, they left before us. We didn't get out of there till I believe it was after 5 when we finally, got away from the pier. I just know that they kept calling certain guest members' names to come on down, but it didn't affect the cruise itself. We showed up in Cozumel on our allotted time, so we didn't lose any time there, which was good. But it turned out to be a really good cruise. I got no complaints at all. I did an interesting thing. I did see that the NCL Prima was in port the day before we were supposed to get back. So it was a little disappointed in that. It would have been cool if we would have pulled in next to the Prima and you got to see that. But, no worries there. I did bring back some souvenirs. I got this little... it's a bottle of Melapona honey which is, I guess, it's the Mayan version of honey that they make down there. We got to do a tasting, and he compared like the store-bought regular honey that you get to the Melipona honey, and this one it's a little bit runnier, but the flavor, I don't know, in my opinion, it's a lot more flavorful than the store-bought stuff. So I decided to buy a little bottle of it, bring it home. Maybe I could put it in my coffee or whatever. But it was interesting because the guy at the bee keeping place, he was where they make this stuff. He was telling us different uses for it. I guess that the Mayans had for it. I guess they kind of use it for medicinal purposes as well as nutritional purposes. And he was saying that even to this day, some people will actually put drops of this in their eyes to try to treat glaucoma or cataracts. Now, I have no idea if that would work or not. I'm not sure I would do that, but he was explaining to us that some of the locals would do that, and but it was kind of interesting, learning the history and the behind the scenes story. But I'm going to have some vlogs coming out. I'm going to do a cruise review and go into more detail about that. But just wanted to touch base here on Friday, since I haven't been posting anything for the last week or so. Just to give you an update, let you know how the cruise went a little bit. And also, I'm still working on finishing up the Alaska vlogs, and hopefully I can get that finished up in the week ahead of us. And then after that, I'll definitely be putting out the vlogs from the most recent cruise. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. For those of you that have subscribed, thanks for that. It really means a lot to me. For people that subscribe, that watch the videos, like the videos, comment and everything. Definitely appreciate it. And like I say, got the weekend coming up. Hopefully all of you have something, fun planned, or maybe just going to use it for some downtime, some relaxation, whatever. That's always awesome too. But yeah, I'll see you on the next episode. Fair winds and following seas.